What happens to a conditional green card if your marriage falls apart? Hi, I'm Shariq, the South Asian attorney. I'm licensed to practice law in California, and I help people worldwide with American immigration law. Let's start with what a conditional green card is. A conditional green card is issued to spouses of US citizens when your marriage is less than 2 years at the time of the green card approval. This card is good for 2 years, but you have to get your conditions removed within 90 days of your green card's expiration date. When removing conditions, ordinarily, you're required to file together and prove that you're still married and you live together. But what happens if you or your spouse decides to end the marriage before these conditions are removed? You can still apply to remove the conditions on your own, but it's a little more challenging. So what should you do if you find yourself in this situation? You file a waiver. When you file your waiver, you need to convince USCIS that your marriage was genuine from the get-go. You didn't get married just to get a green card. USCIS is going to take a deep dive into these matters, looking for solid evidence that you were all in for love, not for immigration perks. So what kind of evidence are we talking about? Things like shared bank accounts, prove that you both lived under the same roof. Maybe you have kids together, or perhaps you sought marriage counseling to work things out. It's also crucial to share your story about why things didn't work out. If there was a big disagreement, for example, about starting a family, make sure to lay that out clearly. If the marriage ended because of serious issues like abuse or infidelity, it's important to provide documentation. Now, if you're in a process of getting divorced but it's not finalized, you need to show evidence that you've started the divorce proceedings. If you don't yet have a divorce decree from a court of law, you can still file to remove conditions without it. USCIS will send you a request for evidence and give you 87 days to respond. So be sure to get a divorce decree and submit it to the USCIS within this time frame. In situations where you're separated but not officially divorced, there might still be a pathway to remove these conditions. You can try to prove extreme hardship if it's true. USCIS lays out what they consider extreme hardship, so it's worth checking their guidelines. Just keep in mind that USCIS is quite vigilant in detecting fraud, so full disclosure about your marital status is critical. This is going to avoid any allegations of fraud. After you're successful in removing the conditions, you'll receive a 10-year green card. Also keep in mind that if you want to get a citizenship after you divorce, the timeline usually extends to 5 years from the time that you received a conditional green card, instead of the 3 years for a married couple. All right, so that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. If you're navigating the complexities of conditional green card, divorce, or any other aspect of immigration law, we're here to offer guidance. It's a challenging journey, but you don't have to face it by yourself. Subscribe for more insights and feel free to reach out for tailored advice. Until next time, stay informed and take care.